So divorce mediation seems to be becoming more and more popular, and I believe it is an excellent route to lead to a final divorce. However, there are many myths about divorce mediation, and here are 5 of them. Number 1, you don't need your own lawyer. Here's the reality. Divorce mediators are, generally speaking, a neutral. Their job is to assist the 2 parties in reaching an agreement. They're not necessarily driven by determining what's fair for one side or the other, and clearly they don't represent either of the parties. So I'm a divorce mediator, and anytime I do divorce mediation, specifically right in my divorce mediation agreement, I say, get your own lawyer to represent your interests specifically. Number 2, anybody that chooses divorce mediation is a wimp. Well, the reality is that's not the case. The people that I find that want to do divorce mediation are those who want to work through an amicable agreement with their spouse, reach something that's fair such that after the divorce, they can still have a working relationship. The people who don't want to spend $300 to $500 an hour on a lawyer on each side to duke it out back and forth in a courtroom and hear all of their dirty laundry aired before everybody's sitting there, including sometimes the general public. Number 3, all certified divorce mediators are experienced divorce lawyers. That couldn't be further from the truth. And I think if anybody has been listening to my podcast, you know that I share my experience of when I was in the divorce mediation training, wherein we had 20 to 30 people in that class to get the certification, and only 2 or 3 were lawyers, and only 1 was an experienced divorce lawyer. Number 4, your divorce mediator will ensure that your ultimate agreement is fair. Now, as I said before, not all mediators are experienced divorce lawyers, and each and every mediator is essentially a neutral. So in actuality, number 1, they're not representing your interests, and number 2, they might not even know all of the issues that need to be included in your agreement to ensure that it's fair for you. And number 5, divorce mediation is essentially a one-stop shop to divorce. Well, again, as you know, not all divorce mediators are prepared to ensure that everything is fair and appropriately included in your agreement, and even further than that, to the extent that they know enough to get the general basics in your agreement, they may not know the law necessary to make sure that it's properly drafted in the agreement to meet the standard under the law, and in addition, to prepare the ultimate divorce papers to finalize your divorce. Now, after hearing this list, you may think I'm not a fan of divorce mediation. And in fact, quite the contrary. I just think it needs to be done the right way. So get an experienced divorce lawyer to be your mediator. Ensure that you hire a divorce attorney to represent your specific interests throughout the process and to review the ultimate agreement. And then you can feel confident that the divorce mediation process not only was cost effective, but was thorough and comprehensive to ensure that you arrived at a fair and equitable agreement for you. So if you have any questions about divorce mediation or divorce in New York State, don't hesitate to check us out on the web at drvetranolaw.com. At the Law Office of Dennis R. Vetrano Jr., your case is my case.